An opposition candidate in the just concluded polls has come forward with claims of assault by the traditional ruler of Iba, an accusation that raises questions about the sanctity of political contest, the role of monarchs in electoral processes, and the deepening tension between authority and democracy.
The candidate alleges he was physically assaulted by the traditional ruler of Iba land, who confronted him during a pre-election rally, accusing the candidate of challenging his authority in the community, as well as intimidating the candidate with the intent of forcefully making him join the ruling party in the state. We're joined this morning by the candidate to shed more light on all that transpired. He is the Labour Party Chairmanship Candidate in Ojo Local Government, Akogun-Abudu Akinlola Olumayowa. Thank you very much for joining us. You, of course, have shared the story. You're the Chairmanship Candidate in Ojo Local Government, Akogun-Abudu area.
Yes, for Labour Party. Yes.
All right. Thank you for that. What happened? Give us a background as to what inspired. We hear that you've made some very strong allegations against a traditional ruler. But give us a background of what actually led to this conversation.
Good morning, News Central. Thank you very much for this opportunity to share my own part of the story. It was around 5/17, July 5th, and 5th precisely, that our campaign was heading to Iba, as it's just to enter Iba. The campaign train was coming in. The monarch came out himself, told us that this town is a APC town, will not allow any other party to come into the place, you know. We had our media and every other thing on it. But before we could know it was just something else. One of the people he sent, one of his boys that used to be his younger brother, Jelili Ashadi, gave me a straight punch on my chest, seized the camera of our media man. The monarch himself took the rod to hit this camera person. And the guy said he's just greeting him based on the fact that he had once worked for him. So ever since then, we've written petitions to the police, the DSS, and thinking that Nigeria is a country established with the rule of law. So I did every proper thing, but we discovered that it was all effort and futility. And at the time, we need to just come up that, come save our soul. This is a country that somebody like me had served 13 years and 66 days with my whole life in the Nigerian army. And at this point, as the section 41 of our constitution says, as a Nigerian, you can move everywhere, stay anywhere you want at any time. Now, the freedom of movement has been breached, my rights have been infringed on, and nothing is just happening. It just seems as if when we went to the party, they make all sorts of claims, we invite him, we'll see what we'll do about this. Before I ordered my lawyer to do the needful, and it has expired on Friday that we will need to proceed to the court. But before we go to the court, this is another...
What expired on Friday just before?
I wrote to him that we demanded a public apology as a monarch to come forward and say, okay, I am sorry about this, and this may still suffice, but it seems as if it looks like a banana republic. And what we see is that this monarch had been doing this. We had several of issues at the 2023 general elections. Just recently, we had another issue around Alabarago where he went to establish park, and there was a clash between the other existing park that we had to lose an innocent life around Alabarago. Yes, you can verify, it's on the news. They were not lose. So I don't know. People that are threats to life and properties should not even be among us. Talk more of we having such person as a monarch among us. So those are the things we are saying presently. You know, in Nigeria, you remember the issue of an hotelier in July 2022 at Ogbomoso? Yes, he was killed. The US came because he's a citizen. You know, they even placed value for his own carcass. Talk more of the living. They came around August to pick, because he died July after he was kidnapped. They came August, had the investigation, took him back for burial around October, and still mandated the DSS in Nigeria to ensure that they investigate all this after the postmortem and every other thing is done. But in Nigeria, our lives are not even given value. I don't
Now,
understand.
Honorable Akogun, let's, going back to the incident of that day, had you ever had any relationship, any sort of interaction with Oba Suleiman before that campaign day? And what transpired after your camera person was assaulted, after you were assaulted? Could you carry on with your campaign? And what has there been any reaction from the traditional ruler so far?
Okay, you know, that same day...
Has he acknowledged receipt of your petition?
Yes, he has, because it was on Sarah. Sarah picked it too. He acknowledged that, yes, something of such happened, but he was denying the allegations. But the video evidences could speak much louder about this.
Now, did you ever meet him before the campaign day? Do you have any interactions with him?
No, we don't have any interaction. You know, due to how he has portrayed himself from the beginning, you wouldn't even want to go close as an opposition party. And we felt we are Nigerians. As enshrined in the Constitution of the Federal Republic, we can move anywhere. And it's even election season for us. So you are allowed to do your campaign. And that's what we just did as a law-abiding citizen. But presently, what we see presently is same as if the country is established for some privileged few. And this is it. And the same thing happened during the elections. It was marred with violence, irregularities, stuffing the ballots. People even were voting with NIN, underage voters. This same thing was moving around as if nothing will happen.
Okay, would you say that this has been the norm when it comes to local government elections in the area before now? Is this something that the indigenous, the citizens in that area, the Nigerian citizens in this community will be able to say they can relate to, or is this a one-off?
You know, I wouldn't want to say something without evidence. I just left the army 2022. I'm just coming into politics, so I've not actually experienced how it is in Lagos. You know, I was serving in the north then at the crisis area. So, but this one I saw presently is just an eyesore because this was a selection and not an election. And that's why I felt that it is high time that we take our own country back. That's why, so I just want our voice to be heard so that people will see that this is going beyond what we thought or imagined. How is 27 going to look like when we're having this now?
Okay. Also, in terms of reactions from the citizens there, at the time when this happened, you know, what was the reaction? And I asked this because a number of times we often complain about how injustice thrives when there is silence. Did you get support from the locals? Were there people who were there to stand up for you and maybe speak against this monarch?
Who will dare him? Who dare speaks when Oniba speaks? Who dare? It's just because some of us has a background of, we felt life we live only once. Even the life I'm living, I've shifted there several times when I was in the army. So it's just an opportunity to live again. And I felt I cannot be threatened. This is my own country. I've paid my dues. I've served this country with my whole life. So nobody can just feel you threaten me and you feel I'll just clap hands for you without saying mine. Like here, lending my voice on this impunity, brazen impunity.
All right.
So,
I want us to look at, you said he told you you cannot campaign there.
Yes, sir.
Because the entire neighborhood belongs
to the APC.
And you can confirm that the APC won that election.
APC didn't win it. That was his election. That's why I'm telling you, the selected candidate of the APC, okay, we were talking about voters apathy at the time. We were talking about underage voting. We were talking about...
Was there underage voting?
Yes, there were evidence. Evidences abound.
Did you witness it?
I cannot come out. You know, it's my election, but I'm having reports everywhere, video. I could send much more. That could give you much more evidence. You see, the LP leadership had just decided to go to court to challenge these irregularities. There was no election. Last year, it was an election
was your
between...
name on the ballot?
Yes, my name was on
your logo was also...
Your logo is on the ballot.
Your logo, rather.
Do you know, there were even places opposite barracks that LASEC didn't even come there for voting at all. And these are polling booths that they should come so that people will exercise their franchise. People who are disenfranchised, There were places like Akogun say the ballot paper had finished. There were so many things that seems as if we don't even have stronger institutions anymore. We are strong men that you can't, no matter what, you cannot contend with them. That is their thought. But I felt when many of us started lending our voice and agitating for a better country, things will turn around. Who dare speaks? The Igbo cannot even come out to vote. This is a king that will go and get canes that they should be beating them. If you don't want the Igbos in Lagos, let's stop selling land to them. How come? Our fathers had even sent land to even swamp to these people. And these are people who generate revenue. Look at Alaba International. Generate so much revenue. Taxes, they give them stringent taxes, stringent that they could not, they are businessmen. When they put it on their business, they would definitely get it back. So it's so exorbitant fees. Things that okay, look at places that generate revenue, they had bad roads and every other thing. And people that don't generate revenue, that people have good roads in their own place. So those are the things. They are being biased with everything, and that's just the plain truth. The resources of our community is used for privileged few, and they cannot dare talk. You see what they did to them during the gubernatorial election in 2023? Those were the things we were talking about. And it's just worse this time.
What next steps are you taking to seek redress? And where are you in your quest for justice at this point as we speak? Well, what's the feedback from the police?
Like me, I believe when you do things that are against the law, there should be consequences. And that's why I've decided within me that he will serve as a deterrent, except there's no law in the country, that we should go to a competent court of law to prove beyond reasonable doubt why he attacked our campaign trail. Now, talking about the election, the LP leadership is contesting that. But as for me, they own the judiciary. The Lagos State governor, they can influence anything. We are just doing this so that to fulfill our righteousness that we had done it. I can tell you for free, people had lost confidence in our institutions. I myself had lost confidence.
But you're in court seeking redress against the...
I'm in court to fulfill all righteousness if they will do the needful. Have you seen what this king has done?
If you have all your evidence and the courts see that you have a valid case, why not?
Let's see. That's one of the reasons why we are here, so that the world will listen to us. Probably it could touch their subconscious mind to do the right thing. But if we just decide to say it's going to happen, don't let's lie to we are Nigerians.
Going from your very bitter experience in the local government elections, and I believe this is your first outing seeking elective office, would you continue your quest to try to make things better? Would you continue your career, this politicking, and seek office next time?
So I have not stopped. Though this is not the first time. When I left the army, I aspired as member Lagos State House of Assembly under the People's Democratic Party. We had our own issues, and I felt I moved to a party that I felt the principle I'm going to say is going to be effortless.
Which is Labour Party, right?
Which is the Labour Party.
So was it easy? Was it effortless?
It's effortless. Okay. It's based on the fact that you actually got something to offer. Let's have you come on board. That's what actually happened. Okay. So if we should go by throwing financial strength, no, it's not it. But they felt you got something to offer. Let's have you on the big stage, and that is what is happening. So I am not giving up.
No, are you going to move to the APC now? Now that it seems like...
I mean, they were welcoming you. And
they told you to move.
That will never happen.
With threats.
This is live TV. I don't know.
Yes,
there are so many changes within their ranks. But if it continues this way, I will never be on the side of a party that is against the people.
What if they apologize to you and then they make you an offer?
Offer? Contentment is a great thing. Godliness and contentment, they say, is a great gain. If my parents had wanted all these things, some of them would have been in political space. When I wanted to join the army, my father said there were people who abused rights, infringed on rights, and I said, no, let me just have this experience. I left the army, I came into politics, and no, they want to go and steal. I heard it, and I said, no. I am here to prove beyond reasonable doubt that there are people who can actually be trusted. So if it's not about APC or Labour Party, but what we have now is the fact that I want to prove a point that I cannot sit back and watch people of low intellectual capacity decide not just my future, the future of my unborn kids. No, it will not happen. It should be heard at a time that I did my own best, and I know definitely at a time we will get there.
So your prayer now is for, I mean, this matter is going to court, right?
Yes.
So you're hoping and trusting in the judicial process to deliver justice.
Yes.
And what would you say your message would be to young Nigerians who are looking to get into politics, especially from your not so interesting or not so sweet political experience so far? Thank you very much, Ma. I want to say something. The community where I grew influenced me so much. And I want to thank the Badragri people for me growing among them. Probably now would have been, the only job I will be seeking is to be a park chairman or whatever, because that's what this monarch has been offering our people. Send them to the park and every other thing. That is what we have now. But I've seen beyond reasonable doubt that as a young person, if you are seeing people that are ahead of you doing well, they are the role model, they are worthy of emulation, right. And that is why we are here presently. So my advice to the young people is, it is better they start coming out and position themselves to receive the baiting. Because you won't continue to become a media age to all these people, and you think you want to effect a change, carrying their bags and whatever. No. And that is why some of us came out straight that, no, I will not come and be because you will not stop being their slave. You will still serve their kids. I will not do that. All right. It's been a conversation.
It's been a tough one, a very long conversation. But sorry, permit me, I just wanted to ask again. This monarch now, okay, have you seen him since that incident? No, I haven't. I haven't seen him since that incident. Actually, the boy in question that they collected his camera was called to come and pick up the camera in the palace. Somebody you hit with the rod publicly. You're asking him to come after you showed the video that, okay, this is my video trending online already. Come to the palace. You want to slaughter him or what? I don't know. Why would you ask him to come to the palace when we have security agents that have written petition to? Have written petition to the area he infested? Have they responded to you? Have they said anything? I have not heard from the police till date. I'm telling you that even at Manti, they were making us sort of, I know we're going to call him, nothing happened. It just seemed as if heaven will not fall. You know, at a time, I granted an interview with Vanguard. Vanguard was telling me directly, when you are seeing a video evidence as this, that this is the monarch standing directly. Vanguard was telling me that they did not see anything like that. They had to flag the story. And thank God for Moyele Showori that came through with Sahara reporters for us. Our voice would have been silenced by now. It is what it is. And that's what we're facing presently. All right. You've highlighted some very important questions that we hope that security operatives, the police officers will also jump on and try as much as possible to find answers. So you said it's not an election. The role of the Electoral Commission, the monarch, the Nigerian police, so many people involved in all of this. But thank you for sharing your story. But quickly before I leave, I want to still ask, I want to use this medium to congratulate the selected candidates the July 12th elections in Ojo Local Government. And I pray and wish the people have the good governance they crave. I hope the selection will be able to give people the dividends of democracy. Serve them well and not for some privileged few. See everyone as a Nigerian and not seeing some people as Awori having a first-class treatment and Iba Monarch or Hausa man having a second-class treatment. That everybody should be treated as a Nigerian. They are Nigerians. And these people you are giving second-class treatment contribute immensely to our society. And they should be given value for the taxes they pay, the revenue we generate from them. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much, Honorable Akogun. Thank you. Thank you so much.